How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. It's your boy, British Chap, aka Dan. We're back with WandaVision Season 1, Episode 2. Well, there's only one season, but Episode 2 of WandaVision, guys. Now, before we get into the video, can you please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Also, like I mentioned every video, guys, if you don't already, don't forget to follow my Instagram, British Chap with 2 P's. The link is in the description below. Everything about my channel gets updated onto that Instagram. Previews, promos, a little bit about my personal life as well goes onto that Instagram, guys. So if you are interested, it's definitely worth a follow. Now, in terms of the last reaction, it was the most bizarre and weirdest episode I think I've ever reacted to on this channel, simply because it is not what I expected. When I first heard of WandaVision, I definitely thought of, Wanda, the abilities, and Vision, we know, like Marvel, right? The Avengers, Infinity War style. I was expecting similar sort of themes as that, and similar sort of like caliber as that, but no, like this is a weird like situation where what we've got is they're almost like acting in some sort of old-fashioned show that represents what their life would have been if they were normal. Does that make sense? If they were trying to be normal? Anyway, guys, if you haven't seen that last reaction, I highly recommend you go and watch before this one. My thoughts about how weird it is in the last reaction. So if you haven't seen it, I'll leave the link somewhere up here, guys. But as usual, for everyone that's already seen that reaction, is only interested in a little summary, I'm going to try and summarize that as best possible, but like I just said, it was the weirdest one possible. There's no major plot twists or cliffhangers being left on or anything like that, because it was just some random comedic style thing. But I'll do my best, guys, to summarize what happened. Basically, what the first episode entailed was we saw Wanda and Vision in a life that they probably could have potentially had. It was almost like a representation, or they were acting as if they were trying to be normal. Like, they're trying to, like, portray what their life would have been for them if they were to have to act normal. Like, because we know, like I said in my last reaction, they've never had to act like that. Wanda and Vision were basically born into this process. Like, Wanda for a long time, guys, has been living in the shadows and using her abilities. People after the Avengers know who she is. She's never had the opportunity to be with someone like she was with Vision in that sort of romantic relationship and have to try and be normal. She's never had to do that. And as for Vision, he was made for the purpose of fighting Ultron, like in that sort of situation, right? So my point is like they've never ever had to experience that. So that's why this is so interesting, because for me it represents like a very exaggerated and dramatic version of what their life would have been like, trying to be normal or trying to act normal and keep their identities hidden, because that's what they're doing. But yeah, guys, like I said, there's really not a lot to talk about. I'm having trouble even thinking of what to say. It was so random. If you are interested in my reaction to how weird and random it was and in my thoughts more in depth about what I just said, go and check out the last reaction. But guys, for now, I'm going to keep this intro way shorter than I usually do, and without further ado, let's get straight into the reaction.
Previously on WandaVision. We are an unusual couple,
You see what I mean? It's so random, it's not even funny. And apparently this is what this next episode is like as well. The most normal thing about these reactions is the intro.
Are you using your night vision, Vision?
I'm sure you are. I see nothing amiss. You have absolutely
So
no reason
weird.
to...
I can't get used to this, guys.
And look how you...
And that's the other thing you'd know, is like, they wouldn't be like that.
This is better, isn't it?
You see, like, they wouldn't be like this if it was actually legitimate. Does that make sense?
Get the light, for I, illusion, vow to bring you back exactly as you are.
This is the... I know for a fact these aren't reaction worthy, but they're a part of something that is reaction worthy. That's why I'm doing it, but it's so weird because it's not shock worthy or anything like it usually would be. Does that make sense? It's so hard to react to. Oh my god.
I want us to fit in.
You see, that's what I mean. They would never be able to do this because they're already known as they are. I think I already said this in my last reaction, guys, like the fact that they couldn't do this because they are so well known, especially like Wanda. She's been around for longer than Vision. So well known as being a part of the Avengers, right? They are superheroes. Like, you can't just fit in. People know of your abilities. Does that make sense? You aren't normal. So this is so weird to see them, like, this whole weird representation of it. I wonder if the reason they're doing this is because it's sort of setting up, like, they're showing this, right, of them, this is how they would try to do it, and then they're going to show the reality of what it actually is. Because presumably, if this isn't a prequel, Vision's got to come back. I mean, I think this is a prequel. I mean, it must be a prequel. Visions will be in it, right? So that'll show them trying to be normal. Or trying to, like, do this. But then other things getting in the way. Not normal life things getting in the way. As in aliens and creatures and stuff to do with the Infinity Stones. Just stuff like that getting in the way, not this random, like, stuff that would happen in everyday life. Does that make sense?
Wanda and Vision, Westview veteraners.
It's really getting to me now when this is set. I know it's very much like, it can't be after Infinity War because Vision died. Wait, what? Something that's coloured? Oh, unless this is like some sort of like artificial like representation of, I don't know what I'm saying, but maybe this is some weird life that's going on. She's in some sort of position where she is envisioning these things, but it's all artificial. Does that make sense? It's all AI, and that's a mistake potentially. Could that be what it is? I couldn't tell you guys. I couldn't tell you.
It's the star of the show.
I'm stuck on what that colour thing was, guys. I'm trying to figure out the mystery of this already. No doubt it is some weird, mysterious thing going on.
Thank you.
Sort of like makes me like think of Captain America when he woke up in that like artificial room. Does that make sense to you guys?
Stage setup. All of this is for the children. For the children. For the children.
You see what I mean, guys? Like, she's almost like out of sync with what's going on. It's like everything else is like
Big hands.
forced and scripted except her. Like, you see what I'm trying to say?
Appropriate time, of course.
Neither for me, thank you. I don't eat food.
You see what I mean? Like, he's trying to be normal, but at the same time he's saying things that aren't normal.
We bought them all at a yard sale in Hackensack.
I knew it. I've never once seen him down at the lane.
It's so weird. It's like they don't even know.
Secret gossip to share.
It's like they don't even know that they're in this weird sort of simulation.
Here's a communist.
So random.
Cheers.
We actually thought you were serious.
I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say.
But I assure you, I don't mean anyone any harm. I don't believe you.
What the heck? And this is almost... What is going on? And now it's like snapping reality like that. It's like phasing. Does that make sense?
Who's doing this to you, Wanda? Wanda.
Oh!
What?
Wait, what?
Dottie!
And then there's, like, look, there's actual colour. Oh my god, what is going on? Did you hear what I just said, guys, like before, earlier? Like, said, this is almost like a weird simulation. Well, she's just heard someone through the radio as, like, the world's, like, phasing in and out, pretty much. She's just heard someone pretty much go, who's doing this to you, Wanda? Who's doing this? Who's doing this? This is probably a simulation that she's been put in. She's probably strapped to a chair right now. Or her brain is just completely mush or messed with to believe in the sense that, like, she is in this weird world. Like, she is in this strange, bizarre situation and she can't get out. And then she doesn't even know she's in it. Like, she's phasing in and out and seeing weird things, hearing weird things, seeing the colour, hearing on the radio, etc. So weird.
How does a housewife get a bloodstain out of white linen? By doing it herself.
See what I mean by it's so random? You can tell that this is a simulation. No, there's no doubt in my mind right now.
He'll make time for you.
So we've had an ad for a toaster from the Stark Industries, an ad for a watch. What is going on?
Whoa.
I'm having trouble, like, accepting what's going
Me
on.
and the boys were playing a
So weird.
thrilling game of horses' shoes.
What is going on?
You are!
Now my wife and I will delight in your dumbstruck little faces. Flourish!
Oh, now he's using abilities because he's not really aware of what's going on. Oh. I mean, at least it's in a magic show, right? Wow.
See there? He's using a rope.
Okay, guys, I have to pause it and, like, let you guys know that this is so so hard to react to, because usually, like, when you film reactions, if you don't know, like, you can, like, speak on a lot of the things that are going on. You can make theories, you can talk about the major, like, cliffhangers and plot twists. The only thing that's going on right now that I can speak about is the weird little phasing things that have been happening, but I've already spoken about that. All of this is just, like, random comedy. Like, it's not something you can talk about. It's, like, old-fashioned. It's supposed to be cringy. You're supposed to know, like, what's going on. It's not something you can speculate about, blah-de-blah-de-blah. This is by far the hardest reaction I've ever filmed on this channel. I'm just gonna have to, like, figure out what to say and then, like, try and build a reaction from this. I don't know how I would, being as this is such a random situation, what's going on, but the best thing I can do is, like, try and just figure out what this phasing thing is, and then move forward.
I will now make my wife disappear.
I wonder how they felt filming this. This is so random.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Just look how scripted and weird it is. Everyone but Wanda seems to be, like, weird. I don't know if Vision as well.
I don't know what I was so worried about. It wasn't so hard to fit in after all.
You see, here we go. Wasn't that hard to fit in?
Well, with a few modifications. Vision? Is this really happening?
I don't know. Nah, it's not happening. We know it's not really happening.
Yes, my love.
Something is not right. You see?
What is it?
I 100% believe that she's in some sort of, like, simulation for some weird evil purpose. They're trying to play with her mind. What is going on?
No.
What? And she rewinded at will. It's almost like she's
Yes.
put herself in that weird simulation to be with Vision.
What's really happening?
What the actual heck? Oh my god. And the colour again. Guys, this is the most confusing thing I've ever watched. Who was that guy? What's going on with the colour? What? Oh my head, guys. I'm gonna have to speak about that.
Wanda.
There we
Who's
go.
doing this to you, Wanda?
Here we go again.
Wanda.
And that's the end, for goodness sakes. So she's definitely being controlled. She's been put in this situation. Okay guys, that's the end of the reaction, and it was bloody well confusing. Now the best thing I can do now, being as I have no idea what's going on, this reaction is probably very, very short. I didn't know what to say during it. There was a few specific bits that, like, lead your mind to believe something's going on, right? So you've got this sort of phasing thing going on where things are randomly becoming coloured, things are randomly dropping from the sky, things are coming out of the drains, a guy in a bee suit with bees surrounding him, like, it's so weird and bizarre. The only thing I can think about is, like, she's in some sort of simulation that she's either been put into or she's put herself into, in a sense that so she can imagine up this world, right? She's a part of this TV show. So you know what I said earlier about everyone being scripted, everyone but Wanda? I've got a feeling that that's it. Everyone but Wanda is scripted. Maybe Vision as well. I can't really tell with Vision, but everyone else is scripted, and they're acting around the script to be normal. I can't help but feel that it's got only to do with the fact that they've been put in this by someone else. Someone is messing with their brains to either control them or to make them feel, I don't know, I can't tell you what's going on, but you hear in the radio, who's doing this to you, Wanda? Who's doing this to you? So it's almost as if to say, like, people are experiencing Wanda moving around doing things in their world, and she can't see it. She's only seeing this weird little bizarre sort of pocket world in her brain. Does that make any sense what I just said? That's the best way I can, like, sort of speculate on what's going on. There's like a pocket world in her brain. She's still active in this other world, this legitimate world. People are asking her questions. Who's doing this to you? Who's doing this to you? Presumably, maybe that means she's doing other things maybe she shouldn't be doing, or she's, I don't know, like, losing control or something, and people are trying to help her. I can't figure it out, and it's annoying me. That is the one good thing about this show, and people did say that, like, there's a lot of mystery involved with it, so it's, like, really interesting to try and figure out or speculate what's going on. That is the best, most reaction-worthy thing about it. The first few episodes, other than that, are the most, like, unreaction-worthy things possible. But everything else, like these little weird phasing and glitches and issues going on with Wanda's world, I can't figure out what it is. I can't figure out what it is. Why the heck is a guy in a bee suit climbing through a drain? Why are there weird colour glitches in this black and white world? But yeah, guys, that's my theory. This is some sort of weird pocket world in her mind that it's like a simulation. You've already heard me speak about it. That is my theory about what's going on. It's probably wrong, but there's my theory. I've said it now, guys. The only thing we can do is go on to the next episode. There's not a lot to say about this episode. They are only 30 minutes long. I really want to hear what your guys' thoughts are in the comments about these episodes. What were your thoughts about the glitches, and how are you finding seeing me be so confused with everything that's going on? But yeah, guys, that's really all from me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content coming every single week. Also, like I mentioned every video, guys, don't forget to follow my Instagram, British Chat with 2 P's. The link is in the description below. And like I said, get some discussion going in the comments. But for now, guys, this has been your boy, British Chat. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.